did GoDaddy do outreach to get names or just
inbound? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we reached out to people on Afternic and all like the Premier Service customers.
That's cool. Yeah, smart.
So we got some good names that way. I thought it was really interesting. Like, I don't know how many names were submitted. It's got to be close to 10,000.
I couldn't believe that's a lot.
I narrow them down. I just took the names, right? So I take the names out of the sheet and figure out, okay, are these good names or not first, and cut down the list that way. And then from there, then I'd throw the reserve price in and see, does the reserve make sense compared to the names, right? And then I'd, scrap a bunch of names that were just outrageously priced reserves that wouldn't sell in an auction. And then I'd get down to a list of, okay, I have a much smaller list now of names that aren't crap and have a reasonable reserve. And then I go plug them back in to figure out which ones I'm going to pick. And when I made my decisions, then I'd have to notify people of who I picked, and I'd back in their who submitted it. And it was crazy the number of people that submitted it that were the same person for each groups of names that I would pick.
Oh.
Like not knowing that it was the same person. Just, okay, there's names from this guy and 4 names from this person and 3 names from this lady. Like it just was weird, because you throw everything out and figure out, okay, well, who has actually good names and who has names that would sell that are good, within, you have a month to get them out there, sometimes 2-3 weeks or whatever, depending on when they submitted it. So whose names are going to actually sell in a couple weeks and have bids, like multiple parties bidding against each other. For the names.
And who knows how to price their names for an auction with a reasonable reserve. And that is a small group of folks, really. It's one thing if you have the time and bandwidth and interest to negotiate and explain and educate. Oh, what about, are the names required to be registered anywhere?
No. It helps if they were here, because that made my job easier, but it doesn't matter, because if they were elsewhere and they have privacy, I just emailed people and told them, look, you're going to either have to transfer them here or show me a screenshot that you own this name before I put it on the auction.
Okay. So ownership has been verified for all of them. Is there a timeline after the auction ends? Is it the same as like any other GoDaddy auction, the timeline for receiving it?
Yep.
Cool.
So figure if it's external, some of the ones that are registered in places where they force you to take 7 days, but most of them you can just agree to the transfer and the move over. So worst case scenario, you're probably looking at 10 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
time people pay and move the names. Yeah, and any of the stuff that's a GoDaddy will just automatically move.
Oh, perfect.
So it'll be fast.
Perfect.